Typhoon Waifa, the sixth named storm of the 2025 Pacific typhoon season, made landfall on the southern coast of China on Sunday evening, causing significant damage and widespread disruption in major cities such as Hong Kong, Macau, Shenzhen, and Zhuhai. The storm, which intensified to a Category 1 hurricane strength, hit near Taishan City in Guangdong Province around 5:50 p.m. local time, with sustained winds of up to 106 mph, 170 km/h, and gusts exceeding 167 km/h. The storm severely impacted coastal infrastructure, uprooted trees, and triggered flash floods in low-lying areas. Hong Kong issued its highest tropical cyclone warning, signal number 10, for the first time since 2023, as the eye wall of Typhoon Waifa passed just south of the city around midday. The storm delivered more than 110 mm of rain within 3 hours, flooding streets and causing extensive damage to scaffolding in urban areas. Over 470 trees were reported down, and at least 26 people sought medical treatment for storm-related injuries. Public transportation came to a halt, with ferry services suspended due to high sea swells and the express train service to the airport temporarily shut down. Cathay Pacific Airways canceled all flights between 5 a.m. and 6 p.m., while Hong Kong International Airport rescheduled over 400 flights, affecting nearly 80,000 travelers. In Macau, authorities downgraded the typhoon signal from 10 to 8 later in the evening, but continued to warn of flooding in the city's inner harbor. At least 200 flights were canceled at Macau International Airport, and public shelters were set up to accommodate displaced residents. Zhuhai, located near the storm's landfall zone, activated a Level 1 emergency response, the highest alert level in China's 4-tier system. The Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau bridge was closed. An outbound customs clearance was suspended as wind speeds continued to increase. Schools, businesses, and public transport services across the region were shut down. Guangdong Province. More than 440,000 residents were evacuated from coastal and inland areas in Guangdong Province. Emergency shelters were opened in Shenzhen, and teams were deployed to monitor construction sites, hazardous slopes, and aging buildings. With the storm's heavy rainfall and strong winds, agriculture was significantly affected, and flooded farmland led to the destruction of crops. The storm also caused significant damage to infrastructure, with collapsed scaffolding and fallen trees reported across many districts. Typhoon Waifa's trajectory took it westward across the South China Sea, with meteorologists predicting a second landfall in Vietnam later in the week. Earlier in its path, the storm passed over the Philippines, exacerbating seasonal monsoon rains and triggering flooding and landslides that affected more than 370,000 people, including 43,000 evacuees. In Guangxi, ferry services to Wai'o Island were suspended, and authorities upgraded the emergency response to Level 3, anticipating more heavy rainfall and landslides. The economic toll from Typhoon Waifa is expected to be significant. Initial damage estimates indicate hundreds of millions of yuan in destruction to infrastructure, commerce, and agriculture. Coastal areas in Guangdong, particularly in Zhuhai and Yongzhong, experienced severe erosion, with seawalls damaged by waves reaching up to 8.8 meters. Wildlife habitats, including mangrove forests and coral